This morning I had an idea. I just, I love using my lav mics from time to time. I love using my shotgun mics from time to time. However, I love me some Earthworks Ethos microphone. What if I want this setup? But I happened to notice on Amazon that this was on sale, the Vocaster Two for $99. Dude, that is insane. Let me tell you something. If you don't have one of these, you have no idea how much easier life will be as far as getting great, exceptional, and I mean that, exceptional audio for podcasts and live streams than the Vocaster 2 with no experience whatsoever. This is like when the iPhone first came out, it was all this really great stuff you could do with your phone, but iPhones were notorious when they first came out for how easy they were to use, to learn how to use. Android devices, great devices, but had a bigger learning curve. Apple's just were like streamlined for the newbies. The Vocaster 2 gives you professional level audio, but it is designed for newbies. Like, it doesn't matter where you are on the EQ curve. You're just getting started, or you've been there for a while and you just want portability. You want ease of use. Like, this is just the easiest audio interface to use, and it has so many features that other audio interfaces don't have. Number one, which this is where the brainstorm came from my video today. It has on the back, I don't know if you can see it. I'll do some B-roll footage for you guys, but I don't know if you can see it, but on the back it has a camera output. This allows you to run your audio not only through XLR to your computer, to record it on your computer live stream, you can also run your audio directly to your camera through this output. And I'm like, ooh, that's something I can do because I bought this. I saw it for $99 and I had to buy it. Why did I have to buy it when I already have the Vocaster 1? Well, I paid $99 for that one. You're telling me I can get $99 for this one and get an extra input? Yes. Now that I have it, it's in my studio, how can I use it? I want to be able to send my audio to my camera and have both on my audio file and not have to worry about syncing. And then also, again, still send out my audio through the Vocaster to a separate device as my backup in case one fails, never know. I can do that. Go back like, I don't know, a year and watch some of my videos like the Miyano PD100U or the Sony ZV-E10 versus the Insta360 Link. You'll notice in those videos, I either have some choppiness going on or I have some sync issues going on. It was just a mess. And this cleaned everything up and made both phases really, really good. It's dangerous to get inside this brain, but what I'm gonna do in this video is I want to try and see how it sounds when I hook up the Earthworks Ethos to the Vocaster 2, then to my Hollyland wireless transmitter. All right, I'm going to plug that into my camera output, and then I'm going to hook up a receiver to my Sony ZV-10. I want to be able to see if I can wirelessly transmit my Earthworks Ethos over to my camera in my minimalistic setup, but I just don't want cables. I don't want to run cables across the room, across the ceiling, across the floor. I trip on things. That's what I do. I have pot syndrome. It means I fall, it means I stumble, it means I run into things, it means I get tired real quick, I get dizzy real quick. All right, I'm tired of buying things twice because I broke something, because I tripped on something, or I fell into something. I'm trying to get wireless, as much wireless as I can. Can I merge that camera video with exceptional audio? Let's find out. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Are we good? Are we good? I'm nervous. And I've got my HoloLens Lark Max plugged into my camera output on the back over here, and then this is sending this signal that I'm capturing on my Vocaster 2 wirelessly to the Sony ZV-E10. There you go. And on the screen we have behind me, is my Vocaster HUB. All right, so what you're seeing back here is I've got my processing turned on. Let's turn it off. This is what the Earthworks Ethos sounds like, transmitted wirelessly to the Sony ZV-E10. Phantom power, absolutely love it. Now I can use it as a regular audio interface for podcasting. I can use it to send my XLR Studio Mic audio directly to my camera so I can capture audio and video in the same location. One file, no syncing if that's what you want to avoid in your workflow. But you can also customize it where I use my Lav Mic that you saw earlier or my shotgun mics. Like, it's just going to capture audio raw, and then you have to process it in post. What if you want to, again, eliminate another step? You're just starting out. You're not trying to reinvent the wheel. You want good audio. You want audio you like, but you need a simple workflow. You have a job. You got kids. You got all kinds of, like, I just need to streamline this as much as possible to get to 1,000 subs. Like, how can I make this easier for me? Because I know I'm going to have to really crank it and work it to get to that 1,000 subs. The Vocaster 2, to me, is the perfect audio interface for beginners. Because, one, you'll never outgrow it. I don't care how experienced you get, you're going to find uses for this thing, just like you're seeing me right now. I love this, and I will never get rid of it. I love it, absolutely. The Vocaster HUB is such an awesome, awesome interface. It's easy to use. It's easy to see, regardless of where you are at in your audio journey. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and jump over to my computer right here so you guys can see what I'm talking about when it comes to the Vocaster HUB and the firmware update that's come out since it's been released. Like when it first came out, one of the knocks on it was it's got the 3 presets, but it's not a whole lot you can do with your audio outside of that. Focusrite heard you, and they did a firmware update. You can customize your compression, your high, mids, and lows outside of those presets. If you like the preset, but you want to get a little more, you can do that. Let's check it out. You can see that my levels are kind of high. So again, I'm going to just do auto gain. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. And right now you're listening to me on this Shure SM7B as this is going through. And what I'm doing is this audio interface is reading my levels so I can, if I'm not sure where to have my levels, the Vocaster 2 and the Vocaster 1, but the Vocaster series can help you out and give you audio levels. Just kind of slide it up just a little bit and bump it up just a little bit. And now that's where I would normally have it for my audio levels. So let's go ahead and run through what the Vocaster HUB can do for you. Why at $99, this audio interface is just, I can't believe why no one would buy that. Like, this is, it blows my mind how this audio interface is not as popular as it is, or as it could be. It should be more. Like, this should be right up here with the Rodecaster series. All right, so here's our enhancement button. You're listening to the Earthworks Ethos in default. Let's go ahead and turn processing on. This is with processing on, and this is with bright mode. You see right here, we've got it in bright mode. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. This is the Earthworks Ethos in warm mode. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. This is the Earthworks Ethos in clean mode. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. And then this is the Earthworks Ethos in radio mode. So those are 4 presets you see right here that if you know nothing about audio, it can give you like a personality, a certain audio profile for your microphone. Now, one of the hiccups or one of the pullbacks or drawbacks that a lot of us have had as far as people who really like to EQ their sound and dial it in exactly how they like it, you were stuck with this. And then you would have to do post-processing to do it. But Focusrite heard you, those people out there that said that, and did a firmware update to fix that. You see right here, this little 3 fader little icon right here. You click this and voila. Voila. Now you're able to adjust your compression. You're able to adjust your lows, your mids, and your highs. Huge. Rumble reduction. High, low, none. So you have more customization through the Vocaster HUB that you didn't have before, making this $99 purchase, this sale for the Vocaster 2 when it goes on $99, an absolute must. I cannot stress this enough. This to me should be the audio interface that you start with. If you have the budget, start with this because it's easy to learn and easy to use. You can adjust it as you grow. You can grow with it and it grows with you. I love it. All right, so this is radio mode, but this is, I adjusted my compression because when you hit the default thing, you see compression shoots way up. It's like 50% in its default mode. So let's say you like the radio mode, but that compression is too strong. You can just bring your compression down to 3:1. I would recommend this for all your compression, no matter what your setting is. 3:1, 2:1 for speaking voice. Anything more than that, it's too much. Once you make your adjustment, it stays in your preset. So when you switch around, okay, in these presets, the compression stays where you left it. So you can keep those presets, but also keep your customized adjustments to it. And if it kind of stray too far in the weeds and you don't like where you went with it, just hit that little roundabout refresh button. It brings it back to its default. So I like clean. I like crisp. There's my compression low, but I like some low end in there. So what I do is I bring this up and then I bring that down. Probably bring a little bit more low end. and doing this. This is probably where I would kind of stick with, but just experimenting with it, but this is what it sounds like. And then again, if you like that broadcasty sound like you see here, but it's a little too boomy, just bring that low end back down to its default. And now you got the Earthworks Ethos with its default lows built into it, but you've dropped out a little bit of mids and given a little bit of boost in the highs. This is what the Vocaster by Focusrite can do for you. It is an amazing audio interface for beginners. It is an amazing audio interface for experienced people. Number one, because you can use the Shure SM7B with it, because the built-in gain is like 70 dB of gain. Shure says the recommended floor they like to have in order for the SM7B to perform the way it's designed is 60 dB of gain. You can get away with 50 dB of gain. It's going to do you just fine, but if you really want it to perform, you paid $400 for it. If you want it to work the way it's supposed to, you want that extra 10 dB of gain. Vocaster has over 70 dB of clean gain. So it can handle whatever mic you throw at it. You don't need to go buy a cloud lifter. You can do so much with this audio interface. It's crazy. All right, I'm going to switch back over. You can do so much with this Vocaster audio interface. At $100, I can use 2 microphones, okay? That's another thing. You want to do a podcast, minimalistic setup. You just want your camera, your microphones, and your audio interface. Plug it into a power supply to power it up, and boom, you're rocking and rolling. And what do I mean by that is you can send 2 people by having 2 mics plugged in, do a podcast, send your audio directly to your camera through the camera audio output. Just looking at the back, you got your power button, you got your USB-C output, which is your power supply, or send it directly to your computer to power it up. That you can send your audio out to one place to record like I'm doing in this video. You got your camera output to plug in to your whatever camera you're using. Use that audio, but you can use this microphone for the audio in your camera. You got your outputs for your studio monitors. You can plug your cell phone in to bring your audio from your cell phone in. It is crazy what you can do with this 48-volt phantom power. You got your 2 inputs for guest and host, and that's $99. That is normally the price that you pay for the Vocaster One. And the Vocaster One at $100 is absolutely worth it. It opens doors. So many doors for you guys to have so many options to get exceptional audio, and you don't have to be an expert to use it. I just absolutely love it. So there you go, the Vocaster Focusrite. It's been out for a year. I'm doing this video because this should be bigger in the marketplace right now than what it is. Nobody talks about this. Nobody really uses it. And it's Focusrite. Like everybody uses the Scarlett Solos and the Scarlett Duos and all that stuff, but the Vocaster series for live streamers, content creators, podcasters, man, you want to talk about amazing versatility, functionality, easeability. I'm making up words here because I love this so much. You got to go get one, the Vocaster series. Just so you guys know, Vocaster didn't send me this. I bought that with my own level up money that you guys, from your guys' support. The Vocaster One I bought with my own money. They don't even know I'm making this video. I'm making it because it blows my mind how awesome this is, how easy it is to use, and how everybody seems to want to get a Rodecaster Duo. What about the entry-level people? What about the people that really don't want to mess with a whole lot of learning curve? You can hit the ground running and hit it awesome. All right, I'm done talking. Anyways, the Vocaster 2, I'm making this video because it's on sale on Amazon at the point of this video for $99. This is a 10 out of 10 audio interface. It has no flaws for me. It had one. You were stuck with the presets and you couldn't do any customization with it. Now it doesn't. Now it doesn't. You can customize it. You can go into those presets and make fine-tune adjustments with it. It has no flaws. And its price is amazing. When this came out at $200, it was worth it. I thought that was a steal. Just being honest. I thought that was a steal at $200. It's now $100. Go get yourself one. And customize your audio. Go wireless. Send your Earthworks Studio or Earthworks Ethos, your Shure SM7B, your RE20, whatever expensive $500 microphone, Lawton Audio 208 that I missed out on when they sent them all out. They didn't send me one because I wasn't big enough yet. Hook you up directly to your camera. Or wirelessly by just hook up a transmitter. Vocaster, or Or you could use a transmitter like the DJI, the Hollyland, the Rode series, Comica. I have one of those that works great with those. It doesn't matter, whatever your budget is, you can send your audio wirelessly to your camera for this shot. Studio. Camera. One file. No more syncing. I love it. All right. Thank you for joining this episode of Level Up. My name is Mike Newman. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button and notification bell, because we got memberships now. And I'm going to be starting next week my first live podcast on YouTube. I'll be streaming live for those who are members. You'll be able to join in live. And we can have a conversation. We can chat. You can ask me questions. I started out as a radio DJ in high school, and I was a radio host. And then I walked away for 20 years. And then I stepped back in, and everything that I knew no longer applies except speak into the microphone. That's about it. Everything else has changed. I mean, the Shure SM7B is still here. The RE20, which is the microphone I used when I was a DJ, that's still here. But all this other stuff, starting from scratch too, guys. I'm done talking. Been talking forever. Anyways, thank you for joining this episode of Level Up. My name is Mike Newman. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, notification bell, and don't forget to become a member so you don't miss out on my podcast where I just talk about my journey, things that are going on, what I know, trying to look at it through your lenses of, you don't know anything. What do I do? What works? What cheap gear works? What cheap gear didn't work for you? Because there's a lot of stuff that I didn't like that I didn't make a video on. Don't want to waste the time making a video on something I hate. So if there is something that's out there that I've tried and not made a video on, I can share it with you guys. So become a member. Till I see you guys in the next video. I'm out.